fresh off of the heels of a controversial beginning to the YouTube era of the XWA. We welcome you to episode 2, live here on YouTube. 3X at ringside, and this capacity crowd is awaiting the arrival of the two men that you see making their way down to the ring right now. The two men who are at the epicenter of this controversy, Victory Musashi in black and billionaire Brock Bentley in white, who are here to address these fans on exactly what happened last week. Of course, Victory Musashi made a declaration of war, so to speak, with his world's finest faction, stating that they were going to conquer the XWA, and boy did they fire a first shot. Musashi now introducing Brock Bentley apparently as the newest member of this group. Of course, Musashi assisted Bentley in defeating John Payne last week in the main event. And apparently we're getting the reasoning for that right here from the words of Brock Bentley himself. In one simple word, business. And it appears that Bentley is declaring himself the United States representative of World's Finest. That's not sitting too well with these fans here. But it is an international faction, so to speak. More so than ever, that much more powerful with these two men seemingly at the helm. Can anyone stop it? Well, we might see one guy who will certainly give it his best effort to do just that. That is the theme, ladies and gentlemen, of John Payne, the Evolution, making his way to the stage. And obviously he's going to have something to say about what happened last week, as well as what it is that Musashi and Bentley are saying this week. Mr. Momentum Killer. And he will be looking, no doubt, to kill the momentum of World's Finest as quickly as possible. True words spoken there, though, by Payne. I don't think anybody expected for these two men with such huge egos as Victory Musashi and Brock Bentley, to actually join forces. But the retaliation comes swift here. Carmella Blackheart apparently booking a tag team match in the main event. Bentley and Musashi versus Payne and a partner of his choosing. And apparently he's already made his choice. And apparently that choice is about to come out right now. And oh my goodness. That, ladies and gentlemen, you hear is the theme to a legend. That is the theme of the reigning View Japan Heavyweight Champion, Yoshi Togo, a man who Victory Musashi is more than familiar with. The View Japan title strapped around Togo's waist. If you recall, Togo and Musashi's latest battle in their long-standing feud happened in View Japan Pro Wrestling about a month ago. And Togo now stands inside of the XWA ring alongside of John Payne. Togo with strong words towards his long-standing rival Musashi. And towards Brock Bentley, so to speak. These are, as I said, two very large egos. And it really wouldn't be a surprise to anyone if one of them turned on the other, because that's just in their nature. But perhaps this might be something different we're seeing in World's Finest. Musashi saying that he is a new man. And he does appear to be a bit more methodical, a bit more ruthless now than he was as the leader of Team Katana. And that's saying something, because he was methodical and ruthless back then. Even more so now. And determined to meet his goal of conquest. Wait a second. A sneak attack. Musashi and Bentley, true to form, true to the form of World's Finest, and we saw that last week with sneak attacks and surprise attacks, and they just blindsided Togo in pain. Is that going to be what we see later on tonight? But as far as what we're seeing next, keeping in tune with World's Finest, the British contingent, Intercontinental Champion Union King, will make his first title defense here tonight against Ronin Leo Sawada. And the fans await the arrival of the challenger in this opening match of the second episode of XWA on YouTube. Leo Sawada, a man who at one point was a key member of the former Team Katana, which was led by Victory Musashi, no less. Sawada looking now to make a name for himself on his own. Very fitting of the nickname Ronin, the masterless warrior now. Will be determined to make his own name in this business, in the XWA, and a big step in that direction would be dethroning the fresh new Intercontinental Champion. And speaking of the fresh new champion, the Union Jack flying over the Jumbotron screens, signifying the home nation of the man from the UK, whose initials just so happen to be those very same letters. Union King. The new Intercontinental Champion. Of course, he won it a month ago in that fatal 4-way elimination match. As I stated before, this is his first title defense. Of course, as was stated by Musashi last week, Union King, a man who is a former Royal Guardsman over in merry old England, served tours in Operation Desert Storm and Desert Freedom, representing Great Britain. And of course also happens to be one of the finer technical wrestlers in the XWA. And there you see the referee with the championship in hand. Intercontinental Championship up for grabs here right from the opening bell on XWA episode 2. And both men standing in the ring now. Sawada fired up. And Union King warming up. Both men go collar and elbow. Neo Sawada with a front headlock. And a sidewalk slam. Sawada obviously will have a distinctive power advantage as he delivers a power slam right there, following up with an STO. Neo Sawada is the type of wrestler who will bowl you over with his strength. And we're going to talk about strength. There's a big example of it right there, just tossing Union King almost clear across the ring. And King now, very hesitant, but goes back into a tie-up with Sawada again. Front headlock, winning that exchange. And for the second time, another big sidewalk slam. Now Sawada with King in the corner. Big lariat, just knocking the man straight to the mat. And now, side arm lock, no, taking the back is Sawada. And delivers a final cut. Big shot there by Neo. Ronin is rolling to start this match. Another power slam. He is just simply put overwhelming the defending Intercontinental Champion. I don't know if we can say that he will be a defending Intercontinental Champion by the way this match is going. Neo Sawada is absolutely on fire. A big shot there. Huge clothesline. And a side Uranagi, one of his signature maneuvers. He's fired up. This one just might end right now. He could go for the Neo driver. No. Union King with a timely counter. Pushes Sawada onto the turnbuckle and uses every ounce of strength he has to deliver that German suplex. And now he was going for the crossface. That was his finishing maneuver, but too close to the ropes. The referee calls for the break. Perhaps Union King, a little disoriented from that offensive onslaught by Neo Sawada, did not know where he was in the ring. Normally, King is one of the most knowledgeable ring generals in all of the XWA, but that does not seem to be the case here. He is a man out of place, completely displaced by the power of Neo Sawada, who is now applying a big-time camel clutch. But King, back on his feet, showing some power of his own to escape that hold. Front headlock now by King. And a beautiful Northern Lights suplex in the center of the ring. With a bridge, but only gets a 2 count. Misses on what he was trying to do there, but delivering a shot after shot, finishes off with a rolling elbow. A second rolling elbow, taking Sawada down. Shades of the late great Mitsuharu Misawa. And a spinning suplex neckbreaker combination, followed by a German suplex. And it appears now that Union King might be able to mount some offense here. He's got the momentum going in his favor. Rolling elbow, followed by a knife edge chop, and now a side headlock. King now. Irish whip, ducks under. And a swinging neck breaker. Another knife edge chop, and Union King just doing everything he can to keep his opponent at bay, which is probably a good strategy considering the fact that Neo Sawada has just been a man possessed to start this match. Tries a second time to get him to the ropes and knocks him clean out of the ring. Yes, Union King using his head to create some distance and maybe give himself some breathing room. And he's letting Neo Sawada know it. that he is a thinking man's wrestler. But now both men back in the ring again. Sawada, shot after shot after shot, and King is groggy. And Sawada again, hoisting him over his shoulder and tossing him across the ring like a rag doll. Neo Sawada flexing those muscles. Yes, he is definitely in the power advantage in this matchup as he throws over King again after a camel clutch backbreaker. Now Sawada, flapjack off of a fireman's carry. And Neo Sawada has been in complete control of this match almost from the onset. Another power move, gourd buster. You gotta believe that maybe, just maybe, this title might change hands, but Union King showing intestinal fortitude, getting himself back to his feet after that big time gourd buster. And now popping the jaw of Sawada with that European uppercut. Now a little ground and pound by the Intercontinental Champion, mounting his man, delivering shots down to the forehead, and a second time. King again, pushing the pace. German suplex with a bridge. 1, 2. Oh no, only gets a 2 count. And now a knife edge chop. Sawada trading blows now. Firing back, taking control of the match again, but wait a second, it's Legionarius. Legionarius just came into the ring, and now the 2-on-1 assault. The referee has just thrown this match out, and oh god, now Nueva Lucha joins them in the ring. Sawada, get out of there. Just trying to survive, but the numbers game is just too much for him, and now world's finest once again trying to establish dominance with this assault. And Sawada is down, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to go to a commercial.